What's up, guys? UFC Fight Night Cannonier versus Rodrigues is right around the corner. It'll be happening on February 15th at the UFC Apex. And for this video, I'll be providing my picks and predictions for the entire card. As usual, for the UFC Fight Night cards, I'm not going to go too in-depth into my predictions. I'm going to save that for the pay-per-views. So this is just going to be a quick outline of my picks. So without further ado, we can get straight into it. Opening up the card, we have the first fight between Julia Avila versus Jacqueline Cavalcanti. And for this fight, I'll be picking Jacqueline Cavalcanti to win by a decision. Next fight in the card is a heavyweight bout between Walter Walker versus Dontel Mays. And I'll be picking Walter Walker to win by a decision. Next fight on the card is going to be between Vince Morales versus Elijah Smith, and I'll be picking Elijah Smith to win by a decision as well. Next fight on the card is going to be between Gabriel Bonfim versus Chaos Williams, and for this fight, I'll be picking Chaos Williams by KO. Moving up the card, we have a fight between Rafael Estevam versus Jesus Aguilar. And I'll be picking Rafael Estevam to win by a decision. Next fight on the card is going to be between Angela Hill versus Ketlin Souza. And I'll be picking Ketlin Souza to win by a decision. Next up, we have Connor Matthews versus Jose Delgado. And I'll be picking Jose Delgado to win by a KO. Next fight on the card is going to be between Rodolfo Vieira versus Andre Petroski, and I'll be picking Rodolfo Vieira to win by a submission. Next fight on the card is going to be between Ismail Bonfim versus Nazim Sadikov, and I'll be picking Ismail Bonfim to win by a decision. For the feature bout on the card is going to be between Edmund Shabazian versus Dylan Budka, and I'll be picking Edmund Shabazian to win by a knockout. Now for the co-main event, we have a featherweight bout between Calvin Kattar versus Youssef Zalal, and I'll be picking Youssef Zalal to win by a decision, a dominant decision, because Youssef Zalal, he has been on a tear through the featherweight division ever since he got re-signed by the UFC. And Calvin Kattar, he has been doing the opposite. He has been sitting out for a long time. He lost his last fight, I believe, to Aljamain Sterling. And I don't think that he's hungry enough like Youssef Zalal. And I can even see Youssef Zalal winning by a knockout. And we know that Calvin Kattar, he's a very tough fighter. So that's why my official prediction is Youssef Zalal winning by a decision. But don't be surprised if Youssef Zalal wins by like a TKO stoppage or something like that. So next fight on the card, which is the main event, is going to be between Jared Cannonier versus Gregory Rodrigues. And for this fight, I am picking Gregory Rodrigues to win by a knockout. Gregory Rodrigues is one of the most violent middleweights in the entire division. And Cannonier, I think that he's kind of losing his chin as he ages. He's been rocked in his last two fights against Cal Boraujo and Nassourdine Imavov. And those two losses, I think they really affected his chin. And on top of that, you have the mental aspect of it where he's on a 2-fight losing streak, a 2-fight finish streak. And I think that Gregory Rodrigues, he's put his work in the middleweight division. He has a lot of good wins outside the rankings. And I think that he's going to be hungry enough to come into that fight and knock out Jared Cannonier. I think that Cannonier, he might make some crucial mistakes in his defense, and I could see Gregory Rodrigues, him just being the more aggressive fighter, the more blood-hungry fighter. I can just see Gregory Rodrigues getting a knockout in this fight. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.